Alien Earth episode 5 is hit, and it is everything we've been waiting for. Welcome to Carnage Candy. I'm Shaun, that's Greyson.
Hello.
We love horror, and that's what we talk here, so you can make sure and subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you think aliens are cool, but let's dive right into it. At the end of this episode, I was like, who directed this one? And it was Noah Hawley, and I was like, yeah, that'd probably be the one I chose to direct myself too, if I was him.
As I was watching this episode, and we'll get more into this, I'm sitting there watching this and going, this is what Shaun meant by watching Fargo, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it finally all started to click, because this gives you everything you want and more.
Yes.
Like, this might be one of the greatest episodes I've ever watched of television.
This is a flashback to see what happened to the crew of the ship that crashed into the Prodigy Towers, of course. And so we got everybody that we saw die in the very quick flashback, or the quick flashes in episode 1. We finally get the story of the entire crew. And we don't get the kind of capture episode that we kind of daydreamed about a while ago, where they were on the planet getting these specimens, but I'm not like upset or anything.
No, I'm not upset about that either. I think they gave us enough of what we needed. Like, I think they toned it back just to the point to where it was just right.
Yeah, there's still a lot of mystery, right?
Yeah.
So we have our crew. We've already gotten parasites on the captain and the lover of our lady. What's her name?
She is right here.
Yeah, Zaverny's lover, and they have cut into the xenomorph, or the facehugger, and acid has... That was such a nasty...
It's so good because
spill.
I don't remember them ever having somebody getting decapitated by trying to take the facehugger off.
No, not yet.
But it's cool seeing the tail of the facehugger off and then the person's head just gone.
Yeah, just like face melted in.
And then their reaction of their blood is acid. It's like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But this is awesome that you're just finding out.
We get small flashes into Aang's his perversion, as and this is one of the things I don't want to miss talking about it, because I was under the impression that he was a synth the entire time, but he dies in this episode, which we'll have to cover. We have the engineers down below.
Yes.
There's and we know that we know this story. We've seen it before 4 or 5 times at this point. The initial parasitic infection stage, right?
Yeah.
It's told and made more lively with all these other little critters that they have running around.
Yeah, and they also kind of throw in a type thing too, of who's making all this happen.
Yes, we get an awesome murder mystery, because the ship, there's a saboteur. And my God, Morrow is going to find out who it is. We do get that kind of Morrow character explanation that we've been kind of hungry for. He's had a daughter. He basically sacrificed their entire relationship to be gone for 58 years, for 62 years. And then she's dead. She died in a fire.
A house fire when she was 18 or 19, which is horrible.
Yes.
And you get to see, they do a great job in this episode, because they do what you need to do with every villain. They kind of make you feel bad for him.
Exactly.
Like, you do feel bad for him. And this whole episode, you're kind of rooting for Morrow the whole time.
Yeah, he's kind of put into an investigator and role, and he threatens early on. He's like, hey, the security officer does have protocol over the captain. If I feel at all that you're incompetent, I get to take over.
And he calls her out because, like, I know you were sleeping with that character, or with that person that got the parasite on their face. It's just like, how do you know? I'm the lead of security.
Yeah. Also, he got told.
I see everything.
Also.
And I know because somebody told me, but I see everything.
But they eventually know pretty early that there is a hatched xenomorph around. They call it a xenomorph.
They know about it, which is crazy.
Our doctor who's investigating all of the little critters, she has a really cool scene with the tick monsters, where she doesn't put the secondary lid on the capsule.
Yeah,
there's like the vent hatch,
really
and then
cool.
there's the seal lock. And the little tick guy is like...
Yep, he slyly just pops that little thing open, and you get this. I don't know if you picked up on it, but how the water is, whatever it starts flowing out and everything.
Yeah.
How it's almost like a Jello whenever it comes out of the water. It's so weird looking.
I love, my favorite part about the entire episode was the eye, which they said was a she.
Yeah, she's loose.
Yeah. The eye saw the bug could escape.
Yeah.
And then like slapped the glass to the
I love how petty these other aliens are in this episode.
I know.
Because it only gets better as it goes on.
And the eye just like slaps the glass. Oh yeah. And then the bug, Chelsea goes, when the tick monster squirts into the glass, she goes, he coming all in our water?
God.
I was like, Jesus.
The way I looked at it was, man, suck on this. It was such a, that's the petty part I'm talking about. Because she starved him for 2 weeks. She says that. And that bug was like, oh, you want some of this, huh? Okay, I'll show you starve.
I'll give you some food. I'll give you something to eat, girl.
It's so gross. And from then on, you're waiting for somebody's mouth to be on that little container of water.
It's really fun because the chest burst happens off screen, but we still get this ticking time bomb of, something's gonna happen to somebody internally.
Something will get born inside of something.
Some other notes I had. I really love when Zaverny is mourning her lover, and she pours the dirt on the glass, and the dirt is hovering right over where a blood stain will be whenever he gets chest bursted. I was like, man, that's some good filmmaking right there.
Yeah.
We have the kid engineer who eventually gestates.
Yep. Because he eats something hot.
Yes.
So he has to take a quick drink of water while they're having a meeting. And in this meeting, they're talking about somebody sabotaging the ship. And we got an alien loose.
Yeah. Morrow is scanning video footage, and it's another one of those things where it's like, man, production design on this show is so cool because these are CRT looking ass monitors, and these are big tactile buttons that he's hitting. Morrow has declared that he has like approval from Yutani herself to override like all mission statuses. And another scary part is we get Zaverny, who whenever she assumes command, Mother is like, hey, the specimen's priority over everything.
It doesn't matter who lives or who dies.
Yep.
You're bringing them back.
And then Mother is like, acknowledge, or, you will.
Yeah, you're stepping down and Morrow's taking up.
Yeah. And, just Mother's the worst. Just that AI entity that, has been a villain since the beginning. The kind of big deal here for me was to find out who the saboteur was, because I don't know why, but I got mixed up in my head, I guess because I was a little sleepy, but I was like, what if the eyeball possessed somebody and then went and sabotaged the ship, and then the eyeball went and got back in its tube? Because I thought that would be so funny if it was all because of the eye. The eye is my favorite part of this.
It's the best thing of the show, in my opinion, because it's so new that you just want to see more of it, and they keep teasing it, and that's the thing.
Yeah, and it's such a simple, like...
It's an eyeball with legs.
Yeah, it's like a fifth grader drew it on their notebook in class.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh man, what if the eye possessed somebody's sabotaged ship? We go through logs. We ended up finding that Petrovich is working on the inside with...
I think he was an engineer or something like that on the ship.
And it shows how many people are on this ship. There's enough to where Morrow may not know everybody's name.
Yeah.
Right? And Kid Cavalier has implemented sabotage to get the specimens. So it's all from the beginning. This was designed to happen exactly as intended with the ship crashing in. Let's go into this I wanted to rush through that because I just want to talk about this third act that we got right here. We got shootouts. We got xenomorphs running. We got eyeball possession.
You get everything you want and more. The only thing you don't get is that big plant monster, which I was hoping you were going to see.
There's going to be something
It's happening at the Prodigy base.
Yeah, there's something special. What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know, but even Morrow had a scene with it because Morrow's staring at it with a cigar. So they're going to do something big with that pod. I think it's gonna be like it takes over just like the eyeball.
I wonder if that's how they defeat the xenomorph, by using the pod as a trap to ensnare it. That would be pretty Fargo of them to do.
Maybe there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I think one of the main things that I've taken away from this part of it is how much information they already have on all these aliens.
Yeah, I think we are well versed in kind of they're very experienced critter grabbers.
Yeah, because you made a good point whenever they brought up a xenomorph is loose. Because whenever I heard that, my first thought was, oh, they've seen this happen.
Yeah, I don't really know like how dossier they are here, because remember, not even the Colonial Marines knew what a xenomorph.
Yeah, because they were just calling them bugs.
Yes. So that's very interesting. But this third act, we have crazy dynamics here. We have the kid on the operating table, and they're going to remove this tick.
Yep.
Right?
Ticks.
Yes. And this is who, and it's so cool because, obviously Joe and everybody, they were seeing the aftermath of this med bay whenever the ship crashed. So don't remove the ticks either, because they will release toxic spore fumes. And then,
which is insane because the mama doesn't have that.
no.
Because whatever they grabbed it out of the sandwich, or the mama or the daddy or whatever it is, it didn't make any like little dust or anything.
I
but
wonder.
These do.
I was like, oh, come on, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's another one of my favorite scenes of this episode. But you have Zaverny that makes the idea of like, hey, yeah, go ahead and open him up and try to take off these things we don't know anything about. It'll be fine.
She's just doing her best.
Yeah, And Morrow, this whole time, is legit the smartest person saying, don't do that. That's not a good idea. You're gonna mess this up.
We have a shootout. Morrow's got like this modified KSG shotgun that they made to look like a future gun, and they have these Glocks that are just like
Tasers,
future fitted. But Petrovich, we get in a shootout. The eyeball is, eyeball knocks itself loose earlier in the episode, and it's running around. And
it's just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Just sitting under the table, just hanging out, crawling around, looking for somebody.
And we get a chase scene with Zaverny, a little bit of plot armor. She gets knocked down, easily killed. But I was curious if she had been, for like 1 second, I was like, I don't know, does she have some kind of infection or something that the xenomorph wouldn't attack her with?
I don't think she did there, but I think she did later. Whenever the eyeball had taken over the engineer, like, I think that something had happened to her in that scene.
What do you mean? No, I'm saying when the xenomorph.
No, I'm talking about later on. I don't think anything was in her there, but I think later on, there is something going on with her.
Yeah, but that chase happens right after the eye. What do you mean?
No, I'm talking about later in the episode, like the end of the episode, whenever the eyeball guy, like, is in the same room with her. I think that something happened there.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? What do you mean to her? Like she got infected with something?
Yeah, I think that there was an infection inside of her. Like, I think we don't know everything that eyeball tentacle monster can do. Because I think that's why Morrow wouldn't let her around him in that room. Or he just didn't trust her.
I got you. Okay. So with the eyeball guy, we get the human infected engineer who defended the kiddo earlier with the ticks, and he goes crazy.
He's just controlled by the monster.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I wonder, like, gosh, I kind of wish I had an X-ray scene where we could see. I wonder if the eye tentacles are like wrapped around and manipulating the brain or something.
I would assume so.
Or like the nervous system. And we get this kind of triple showdown. The xenomorph comes in, and we get Eye Guy versus xenomorph, and Eye Guy is biting.
Yeah, the xenomorph. which was crazy.
Yeah, he's like wrangling this thing.
Yeah, but it also talked to the xenomorph because it screamed and brought the xenomorph in.
Yep, he drew him in, and then he fought him. So I thought they were going to team up at first.
I did too.
But I think he was just trying to get something behind Zaverny, I guess.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm saying I think this is the scene I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The reason why I think that there's something that it got planted inside of Zaverny was because the xenomorph is not really paying attention to her at all. Whereas in one of the earlier episodes, whenever a xenomorph showed up and there was humans and stuff inside of there, it just ripped everything to shreds.
Yeah.
Like immediately did it. So I think that it walked in, she's there, could have easily been taken out.
Yeah.
Like immediately by the xenomorph. But yet it didn't do anything and it focused right on the engineer.
Yeah, maybe it's like a threat assessment type deal.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I guess the engineer does jump on him and start biting his non-ears and stuff. So, but that was a pretty crazy fight. I've never seen anybody just like try to rear naked choke.
Also,
Xenomorph.
he didn't lose any teeth or anything from biting into an alien whose blood is acid.
Hell yeah. Maybe the
I
acid.
guess it didn't draw blood. Might have just broken his teeth, honestly. Because it says they have armor on them.
He does say appears to be armor plated. I don't know the lore here with if this is like a special kind of xenomorph, but I don't think it is. I wonder that line from Joe if it was like a throwaway, like it looks armored plated, or if canonically this one is harder to shoot. But that one gets fucking
It gets taken out by
it gets taken by Morrow anyway. So I don't think they're armor plated personally, but especially if a taser knocked it out. But so the eye tries to attach itself to the xenomorph,
Which is cool. And I was thinking, how's he going to do this?
exactly. And then the eye gets on him, and the eye is like, "How am I going to do this?"
Yeah. I was hoping it was going to go inside the little bitty mouth inside and take that over.
I saw a picture on Reddit that was a xenomorph with googly eyes sticking off of it. Like, hopefully that would happen. But I was thinking, like, oh man, maybe that's why this xenomorph is hyper aggressive, because it does get infected by the eyeball thing, but it doesn't.
Yeah, because they have the eyeball.
Yeah.
Unless there's multiple eyeballs that we don't know about and it's separated everywhere.
Yeah, it's hard for it to penetrate. No, you got no eye sockets.
Yeah. But all it has, and that's why I said the mouth inside would be the only thing it can take over.
Yeah, but I just go like, you know.
Yeah.
But and that's kind of it. Like we get Zaverny getting torn up, and Petrovich is disposed of. We do get a tick crawling into the brain of homeboy who gets domed, the guy who said that Zaverny was sleeping with that officer.
Also, who, whenever he gets shot in the head, Lloyd Morrow was kind of sad about it. Like, he didn't like the fact that kid got shot.
Yeah.
You look back and you could see he was like, oh, God, okay.
The final thing I want to talk about was the synth on this ship gets killed by a xenomorph.
Mm-hmm. Ting, I think his name, Mr. Ting.
Ting?
Which he's really, really creepy.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know if he was a synth or not, man.
He might have been a cyborg.
Yeah,
Might have been a mix.
Because the show goes out of its way to show that xenomorphs don't attack humans, or synths. So, yeah, I don't know.
It is weird. Maybe it just saw it and was like, I have to kill you. Because, I mean, aliens, if they see anything, they're taking it down.
Yeah?
So, but it is, with Bishop, like, nobody really messed with Bishop until the Queen, but yet Bishop was on the ship a lot too, so.
The xenomorph also doesn't kill Morrow on the elevator in episode 2.
It does sense it, but I think it doesn't fully understand what it is, and then
Yeah.
sees meat, basically, and goes after it.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know if it'll come back to that or not, but either way, it was a spectacular episode, and we're undoubtedly going to get, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if that'll be the best episode of the season or not.
Do you think Morrow's the main villain anymore? Because I do not anymore.
I mean, I always thought that Cavalier, any corporate head would be the villain. I don't think anybody that's, I mean, Morrow is a slave to his own grief and all that. So I don't ever think I really thought Morrow was like the villain.
I don't think he is at all anymore. I think he's trying to take them both down. And
do you think he's going to try to sabotage Yutani?
I hope so. I hope he tries to sabotage both of them because all this is happening. Like, his grief is caused because of Yutani, because he's been up there the whole time. And we don't know how many people they lost whenever they were capturing all this stuff either.
Yeah.
So we don't know what all he's been through. In my head right now, which is so cool, like, I love where this is going because it makes me want to watch it even more. It feels like it's going to be an all-out war on both Boy Cavalier and Yutani, with Morrow going in.
I don't think we're gonna get any. I don't think we're gonna get any Yutani punishment. I think this is a story about Yutani.
I guess you can't because you know where it's going.
Exactly. That's what I think. I think this is a story of Yutani. I think this is, without a doubt, Prodigy's gone right after this. This is a downfall of one of the 5 corpos, right? But yeah, I think that Morrow is possibly a legacy character.
I hope so. Because Morrow, I went from thinking Morrow was okay to really liking his character in this episode.
Yeah.
Just because of how smart and just how awesome his character is. Because he has no fear the entire time he's chasing these things.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I love it. And the ending of the episode when he's like, I need, what does he say? Are the lawyers an army or something like that you're giving me?
Yeah. I think that with Morrow, I don't really care if he turns on Yutani. I think Morrow is like a perfect example of the enslavement of this future. Like Morrow is the kind of character that the kids from Romulus never want to be.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And after watching Fargo, like Fargo's villains are absolute, right? All its villains, all Fargo villains are basically like the Russian guy in Stranger Things, right? And, and that's why Fargo's so awesome is because it's like a country bumpkin lady versus that guy every season. And I think that Morrow is that kind of character where maybe since we know he lost his daughter, we know he has literally nothing to live for except for
the experiment.
This, and even this isn't going to get his daughter back, and Morrow knows that, right? So, I do.
But it'll definitely make him feel good to take down Boy Cavalier, who ruined everything.
Exactly, right? I think if you're gonna have some blame, it should be for Boy Cavalier, and then Yutani's later. But yeah, I wonder what his season 2 looks like. So, but we will find out in the next 3 episodes.
Show just gets better and better. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I mean, Alien fans eating good.
Yeah.
I if you don't like this, like, you gotta either lower your standards or get over it because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Make sure and like and subscribe to this video if you haven't. If you like supporting content like this, go to patreon.com/hangtime where you can support Carnage Candy and all things horror right here. We will have a long walk review upcoming. That's very exciting. And The Conjuring is coming up very soon. If you want, please go check out our latest review of Absolute Heat. What was that movie called? Hell House LLC Lineage. It's a hot video on Carnage Candy right now, and goes to show that if you want to have a successful YouTube channel, all you got to do is talk about stuff that sucks.
It's not true.
See you later.
Bye. No.
Hell House LLC really is bad to watch.
It is bad.